thank you for joining us for the first ever virtual annual meeting. I hope you have grabbed your lunch, found a comfortable chair, and are ready to sit back and enjoy the next few minutes with us. Our goal for today is to present the incoming and outgoing board members for the Broken Arrow Chamber of Commerce and our Economic Development Corporation. Our outgoing chairs, Alvin Bailey and Jem Beavers, will provide a brief review of 2020, as I know we're all happy to get it behind us. The incoming chairs, Lauren Smith and Scott Wise, will present our focus for 2021. Now, I'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors for today's annual meeting luncheon. Presenting sponsor, Floral Haven Funeral Home, Netlink Solutions, the Persimmon Group, Tulsa Tech, and Vast Bank. We have a table sponsor today, Ascension St. John Broken Arrow. Host sponsor, Broken Arrow Public Schools. Now, before we jump into the program, I do want to invite you to join us next Tuesday, January 19th at noon for a very special virtual State of the City presentation by our very own City Manager, Michael Spurgeon. I've had a sneak peek preview, and you're not going to want to miss this. Go ahead and visit our website to register. There will be no charge for this special event this year. Now, it's been a couple of months since we've all come together for a luncheon. We miss seeing you in person. But while we have been apart, the Chamber family has kept growing. We want to recognize and welcome our November and December new members. So join us in recognizing November, Brookdale Senior Living, Broken Arrow, Excel Roofing and Construction, LLC, Hero Printworks, Machine Virtual CMO, Motown Outdoors, MyFed Benefits, NDR, Platt College, Silvertree LLC, and C Senor Bar and Grill. In December, joining us was Centennial Health, Country Financial Kelly Halfcoat, Primrose of Broken Arrow, Rustic Trop House, Serenity Financial, Stifel Financial, Jay Dickinson, and Supermercados Morelos. Welcome to the Chamber family. Now, we've also finally closed out our Total Resource Campaign for 2021. And we are so incredibly humbled and appreciative for those who've committed the support to the Chamber and Economic Development Corporation for this year. We cannot do the work, and we cannot do what we do without the support of our members. Now, to take this time to recognize those 2021 major investors, the 2021 Chairman's Guild, AT&T, ABB Bank, Bluebell Creameries, City of Broken Arrow, Cox Communication, First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Floral Haven, Connecticut by Windstream, Lamar Outdoor Advertising, Magnum Construction Incorporated, Netlink Solutions, Public Service Company of Oklahoma, St. Francis Hospital South, Stony Creek Hotel and Conference Center, the Persimmon Group, TTCU Federal Credit Union, Tulsa Tech. Our 2021 President's Circle, Arrow Exterminators, Oneida Power, the Robson Companies, Tulsa Community College, and Vast Bank. Our 2021 Executive Club, Airco Service Incorporated, Arvis Bank, Ascension St. John Broken Arrow Public Schools, Synergy, GTR Newspapers, Nelson Nissan, Northeastern State University, River Spirit Casino and Resort, Royal Printing, Security Bank, Standby Personnel, the Arrow Group, Tulsa Drillers, Western Sun Federal Credit Union. Now, this list does not include the dozens of other companies who've also committed supporting the Chamber through various sponsorships and support. We had 92 total businesses who committed through our campaign for 2021. Thank you to each and every one of you. We are committed to working tirelessly to provide the resources, events, and support to help your business and organization thrive. Now, I have the pleasure of introducing the 2020 chair, Alvin Bailey, with Bluebell Creameries. When Alvin took his position last year at this event, he delivered a message that inspired us all. We did not understand how true his words would be and how much we would need those words to carry us through. He spoke of the importance of working together and moving forward to build our community. I know that he did not know what he was signing on for when he accepted the position of 2020 chair, but I am so thankful that he agreed to lead our chamber through this year. He provided the staff and board with a strong, peaceful, consistent leadership that kept us on a steady path, despite the tumultuous waters. His wisdom, strength, and smile helped us face some of the hardest decisions we've ever had to make for an organization. But we made it through, and we made it through to a better place, much because of your leadership. Thank you, Alvin, for your leadership, dedication of time, passion, and prayers this year.
Jennifer, thank you very much. It was my pleasure to work with you, your staff, our chamber board, and our executive committee. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
However, Jennifer is correct. I did not know what I was signing on for when I accepted the position as 2020 chairman of the board. But of course, none of us knew what we would have to face this past year. But as we sit here and look back at the year, despite the challenges, we survived. And in unexpected ways, we thrived. You have been sent the link of our 2020 annual report to see the details of what we accomplished this year as a chamber. But I want to take a moment and highlight some of our key accomplishments. This year, we were able to be a resource to our members on a level like never before. From the beginning, we disseminated vital information for our businesses regarding the shutdown through emails, phone calls, and website communications. We partnered with the City of Broken Arrow Economic Development Corporation, and created the task force BA Rising. Through this task force, we distributed $140,000 in microgrants to small businesses to help them survive. We facilitated the distribution of information, hosted roundtables by industry, and at the end, produced a positive messaging campaign thanking our community for rising up and supporting one another in countless ways. We partnered with UniFirst and distributed free PPE to our small businesses. We continually adapted and provided events that were safe, but still connected our members. We reimagined Taste of Summer by providing a drive-through experience to support our police and fire. Main Street Burn and Wine Walk had a record turnout as outdoor events. Rooster Days was a little smaller, but we were able to crown a Miss Rooster Days, have a safe run, and announce a cornhole champion. Thank you to all who sponsored, that stayed with us, and helped make those events possible. Networking and educational sessions continued, although at times they looked a little different, but we had great engagement throughout the year. We stayed closely connected with our elected officials at all levels, working for our members, communicating information, and letting them know your needs, totaling over 900 hours of advocacy. Businesses stayed open, jobs were created, and ribbon cuttings did not cease. We held groundbreakings, ribbon cuttings, and celebrations of monumental milestones for our members. Leadership Broken Arrow graduated a class and started a new one. The pandemic would not stop us from building the next leaders of our community. And the chamber launched a new brand, new website, and various marketing campaigns to better promote and service our members. All of this work and more resulted in the growth of net membership by 26 members, totaling 717 members. I believe this testimony to be the strength and commitment of the business community to support one another. I do want to take a moment and recognize two board members who have served the chamber well and are now departing from the board. Both of these individuals committed many hours to representing our members since 2016. Justin Danf of Nash Holt Construction Cooperation. We are thankful for Justin's commitment as he served on the executive committee, volunteering additional time and insight to help steer the organization. Cindy Morrison of Chenningwood and Corn Realtors. She brought social media insight, marketing support, and leadership in her term. Thank you both for your service. We are sure the challenges are not yet over, as we are still not all together. But I know if we keep the same commitment to support one another, we will make it all the way through this. Now, to help us accomplish this for 2021, it's my pleasure to introduce and hand the gavel over to incoming chair, Lauren Smith of Bass Bank. Lauren has faithfully served on the Chamber Board of Directors since 2015. She's the president and commercial lending officer for Bass Bank, where she has worked since 2016. Lauren has been in community banking in Tulsa for over 15 years. She's a graduate of the University of Arkansas and a member of the 61st class of the Southwest Graduate School of Banking, and also a 2014 graduate of Leadership Broken Arrow. She serves on the board of OK to Grow. Lauren grew up in North Texas before marrying her Oklahoma husband, Nick. They have 10-year-old twin daughters and live in Broken Arrow. Lauren, thank you for your commitment to serve as chair of the Broken Arrow Chamber of Commerce. You have already proven your ability and talent to serve in this role over the years. I'm excited to be able to sit back and watch to see what great things this organization will do under your leadership. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alvin.
You're welcome.
I just don't know of a nicer or more genuine person than this guy right here. And it's been a pleasure to get to know you over the last few years. And you've been a servant leader in our community for a long time. And we were very fortunate to have you as the leader of the chamber this past year. Thank you, Alvin.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Before I talk about what we will be doing in 2021, I would like to introduce those who I will be serving alongside, representing our members in the business community. The 2021 executive leadership include Chair-elect Aaron Morris, Kinetic by Windstream, Secretary Todd Schuster, St. Francis Hospital South, Treasurer Ted Cundiff, ABB Bank, Past Chair Alvin Bailey, Bluebell Creameries, Advocacy Divisional Chair Michael Gordon, Public Service Company of Oklahoma, Community Development Divisional Chair Rosie Kramer, TTCU Federal Credit Union, Business Resources Divisional Chair Jim Norton Chevrolet, Membership Development Divisional Chair Mike Scrimshire, Royal Printing. 2021 full chamber board of directors include Tiffany Bruton, Cox Communication, Ben Bowie, Potbellies and CJ Maloney's, Jennifer Conway, Broken Arrow Chamber of Commerce, Mike Cooper, AT&T, Tanya Ellison, Chenoweth and Cohen Realtors, Farrah Phelps, Arrow Exterminators, Inc., Dr. Kurt Hartzler, Union Public Schools, Dr. Scott Hibbets, Stonewood Vision Source, Eric Keymeyer, Integrated Business Technologies, Brittany Littleton, Littleton Legal, PLLC, Josh Miller, The Persimmon Group, Clint Morrison, Advance Alarms, Rebecca Olson, Hightower Business Solutions, LLC, Sanjita Patel, 3S Hospitality, Mike Rice, Phoenix Restoration, Pete Selden, Tulsa Community College, Vincent Snelling, Stony Creek Hotel and Conference Center, Michael Spurgeon, City of Broken Arrow, Walter Still, Floral Haven, Mayor Craig Thurman, City of Broken Arrow, Dr. Janet Vinson, Broken Arrow Public Schools, Dr. Scott Williams, Tulsa Tech, Adam Wing, First National Bank, Broken Arrow, Linda Wingo, Miss Helen's Private School, Scott Wise, Armada Solutions, Dr. Roy Wood, Northeastern State University, Broken Arrow. We appreciate the commitment it will take us all to ensure that we continue on our path of growth and recovery. Now, what does the future hold? In 2021, we will continue the good work that we began in 2020 by being the go-to resource for our members. We will expand the toolbox and provide additional resources and assistance to help our community recover from this season. We have a lot on tap for this year, but I want to highlight a few. In our mission, we focus on 4 key areas: providing business resources, advocating for our members, promoting our members, and developing the community. New business resources. In August, we will be hosting a full-day leadership summit for business owners, C-suite level, and those who want to be. We will be taking a day to focus on how to create a strategic growth plan for you and your business with Bill Fournette of the Persimmon Group. From this work at the summit, we will launch business groups strategically crafted to help our members support one another in their growth plan and other daily challenges. In promoting our members, we have developed new affordable opportunities, businesses both large and small, to promote their businesses to our membership and the community. You will see more in our annual mailing later this month. Advocacy for businesses will be a core focus this year. With strengthened committee work, Broken Arrow Day at the Capitol in Oklahoma City, and partnering with our regional partners to bolster our voice at all levels of government. In community development, we will be launching a strong Broken Arrow alumni program to engage our over 500 graduates. They are Broken Arrow's leaders. We need to continue to educate, inform, and empower them to be involved. Lastly, we are not only expanding our business resources, but it is important that we also focus on expanding to who we provide our business resources to. The Chamber is creating programming for young professionals, women, and minority-owned business owners. We will provide targeted resources that will connect and support these individuals as they work to grow their businesses and involvement in Broken Arrow. More information to come on these programs. If you are interested in volunteering or participating in any of these new resources, reach out to me or one of the staff members and we will get you connected. As we embark on 2021, my wish for our community this year is for healing, physical, financial, and emotionally. 2021 was hard on us all, but we survived. If you were blessed to have escaped 2020 relatively unscathed, I encourage you to seek opportunities to volunteer, donate to a nonprofit, shop and dine local, and just simply be kind. Your chamber will be here supporting you and cheering you on. On behalf of the entire chamber board and staff, we wish you a prosperous and healthy new year. We have a very short video reflecting on how we all came together this year and overcame, and we did it with thankful hearts.
That makes me so happy. Now, the video speaks to the involvement of the organizations as a whole. BA Rising was a collaborative effort in which the Chamber, EDC, and the City of Broken Arrow came together to ensure that our businesses recovered. And we spent endless hours in phone conversation and sent countless emails to help our members and businesses. Now, we listened to the businesses and provided help where it could be provided, and by advocating locally and nationally as a resource for recovery. And we will continue to do that because that is the mission of our investors and our leadership. We are very fortunate this year on the EDC side of the house as well by having supportive private investors from the business community. And those investors are including AT&T, AVB Bank, Commercial Risk Group, First National Bank Broken Arrow, Forest Ridge, Oklahoma Natural Gas, Public Service Company of Oklahoma. Thank you to each of you for your investment. As we mentioned before, the EDC efforts could not be accomplished without the support and guidance provided by the City of Broken Arrow. Our municipality provides more than monetary support. It's the partnership that's built on a strong foundation of collaboration, and our business community is the ultimate beneficiary of that. We are fortunate in our leadership, and 2020 was no exception. Our statesman, Jim Beavers, had shown extreme grace and determination this year as we walked together through a turbulent and chaotic year. However, through the turbulence, Jim provided sound, steady leadership that helped guide our EDC through the chaos, arriving on the other side, allowing our organization to flourish by achieving goals and carrying out our organization's mission. Thank you, Jim, so much for that leadership. And it's been years you've provided that leadership, and I'm sure you never thought the EDC would see what it did this year.
No, I did not. I want to take the time to thank you, Jennifer, and Darla and Michelle. The staff is phenomenal and keeps us headed in the right direction. As I transitioned into the position of chair, I was looking forward to not just another great year for our city's economic well-being, but also the fact that our new president, CEO, Jennifer Conway, was getting her feet on the ground. She had assembled a best of class team and had developed a plan of action to implement the goals and dreams for our successes. Jennifer provided our organizations and our city a strategic leadership when we needed it the most. As I said, the EDC team achieved many of our stated goals in spite of the pandemic and far exceeded anyone's expectations by providing assistance to our business community during this very, very difficult year. I'm very proud of the business community we have in Broken Arrow. Been involved in it a long time. I'm proud of the adaptability shown by the businesses, local and federal governments, our education partners. Many of these entities had to abruptly regroup and refocus, and the majority of them utilize their skill sets to deal with constant and daily changes. They took whatever steps were necessary to make sure that their customers, employees, citizens, patrons, and students continue to thrive in Broken Arrow. This adaptability is the primary reason that our economy and our country will succeed. I'm equally proud of this EDC. I've been involved with it for many years. I want to highlight two of our key projects. First is the Broken Arrows Innovation District. It promises to be a long-term, multi-year project, and we've been able to ensure the right people are in place and the right steps are underway. It's been a pleasure to help Mayor Craig Thurman realize his vision for this project and work along our city manager, Michael Spurgeon, and the entire economic development team. Secondly, we are very proud to open the Work NBA Career Workshop Center this year. The center's establishment came about with little lead time, and thanks to our partners at Tulsa County, the City of Broken Arrow, and Broken Arrow Public Schools, and of course our great staff, we now have a state-of-the-art, fully staffed and equipped facility designed to connect those businesses who need employees with those who are looking for job opportunities. This will be a tremendous boost to our economy as we help both the businesses and our citizens meet their goals. It fits hand in hand with our recent Oklahoma Center for Workforce Excellence certification by the Oklahoma Works Together program. That's a state program. I've been blessed to work along so many great community leaders and servants in my time on the EDC board. And this year marked the departure of a vital board member. Ted Cundiff is transitioning off the board of directors this year. There are many adjectives that I can think of that describe Ted: committed, insightful, strategic, and very determined. Over the years, I've been in many, many meetings with Ted. He always listens intently and takes in all the variables, and every time returns with a perfect resolve or approach. He will be missed on this body, yet we all know that as one of Broken Arrow's favorite sons, he'll apply his talents in an equally and deserving endeavor somewhere else. Thank you, Ted, for serving on the board since 2012. The one thing that we do have in abundance at Broken Arrow is qualified leadership, with a determination to stand up and serve. Our incoming chair, my friend Scott Wise, exemplifies that leadership. Scott has served on the Broken Arrow Economic Development Corporation board since 2016. I've known him for a lot longer. He's the founder and CEO of Armada Solutions, which is a leading consulting and solutions firm focused solely on financial analytics. He's received national recognition as a top 20 enterprise performance solution provider by CIO Review magazine. Scott's an established leader, speaker, and author of Actual Profitability Analysis. He is most of all passionate in promoting in entrepreneurship in Broken Arrow. And he's helping the next generation of business leaders in our community. I know that the EDC is in very good hands with Scott at the helm.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate your mentorship over the years. And most of all, I appreciate being able to learn from your leadership in this last year, which has been a trying one at best. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott.
So before I get into the 2021 program of work, I would like to recognize all of our board members and officers for this year's 2021 Economic Development Corporation. Chair-elect Greg Graham, First National Bank of Broken Arrow. Our secretary this year is going to be Davis Robson, the Robson Companies. Our treasurer is Chris Jungers of CustoFab. Our past chair is the infamous Jim Beavers from the Arrow Group. We have Steve Allen from Broken Arrow Public Schools, Marlon Goodwin from Zico, Kimberly Green from Diakonos Group, Jennifer York Jezik from York Electronic Systems, Aaron Morris from Kinetic by Windstream. Of course, we have Michael Spurgeon from the city of Broken Arrow and the one and only Norm Stevens from the city of Broken Arrow. We have our mayor, Craig Thurman. We have Dr. Steve Tiger from Tulsa Tech, Dr. Janet Vinson from Broken Arrow Public Schools, Rob Whitlock from BTC Broadband, and of course, Jennifer, Darla, and the rest of the EDC team. This board is made up of superstars, and it is my honor to serve with all of them. So for 2021, we've built a detailed program of work, but at the highest level, it focuses on people, partners, and progress. First, it's the people that make this community great. We will continue to grow a world-class workforce that brings in new employers in growing industries through the accomplishment that Jim had mentioned earlier by capitalizing on the work and BA efforts and our designation as an Oklahoma Center for Workforce Excellence. Second, it is our partners that make it possible. We want to deliver the highest returns for our public and private partners' investment in our community. We will strive to build on existing partnerships that we've grown over the years and seek new ones to address our business community needs. And then lastly, in everything that we are doing, we want to demonstrate progress in our community. We plan to embrace new ideas and innovative thinking for economic development that accelerates progress by focusing on the creation of entrepreneurship programming and taking further steps for continued development in our local retail, commercial, and industrial sectors. Economic development is not a sprint, rather it's a marathon, and it's conquered by endurance, perseverance, and determination. And we'll win this race by focusing on people, partners, and progress. In 2021, we expect to see continued exponential growth in our community. The goal is to have a substantial movement forward on the Innovation District, working hand in hand with the city in developing the places businesses need to make Broken Arrow home. In closing, I encourage all of you to get connected to a program of work. We need your investment of your time and talents to help raise our great community to new heights. 2021 promises to be a breakout year for suburban economic development, and I hope you will join us on this journey. Before I turn the program back over to Jennifer, I want to recognize the achievement of the one and only Norm Stevens. His impact on our community cannot be measured. We all know that Norm has been our city economic development manager for the last 9 years, and I've had the best time working with him. But before that, he was retired as the deputy chief of police in Broken Arrow, and Michael Spurgeon just promoted Norm to the position of assistant city manager of administration. In his new role, Norm will oversee the administrative division of the organization, which includes finance, maintenance services, human resources, the city clerk, information technology, and of course, we get to continue working with him on economic development. Norm, we're in awe of service to your city. We look forward to your continued leadership in economic development and far beyond.
Well, we're done. You know, our gift back to the new year is an extra 30 minutes in your life. I think this is an annual record, world's shortest annual meeting, which is great. We did have a great time. We did fulfill our bylaws. We looked back on a year that I think we're all happy to close and took a sneak peek into this coming year. Now the chamber and EDC board members, the staff, we've all already hit the ground running, as I'm sure everybody on this call has too. I want to thank you for taking a few moments of your very precious time to join us today. And again, I remind you to join us again next week for a very informative State of the City with our city manager, Michael Spurgeon. So thank you to all of our board members again, and you are members what we all are here to serve. Thank you and have a blessed day.